Right, fingers crossed. Okay, picture's not too bad. Get my beer out of the way. Right. Hopefully, it's going to work. Just want to do a bit of painting tonight, so I thought, right, I'll set the camera up, see if anyone's about. Didn't know what the audio is like. It was pretty terrible last time, so I've moved the microphone. See if it's any better. Give it a few moments, see if anyone turns up. So I'm just continuing on with my gnomes. Noticed some of the green didn't take very well last time, so I thought I'd just give it another coat. Hi guys, whoever's popped in. Just doing a bit of painting tonight, so I thought I'll set the camera up. If the audio's naff, please let me know. I can have a tweak about while we're streaming. It's the only way I can really get it homed in. It's a bit a weird one. Even after all the rain today, it's still warm and the paints are setting pretty damn quick, unfortunately. Even on a wet palette. Just realised I left all my washes out in the conservatory. So it'll be base colours only. Just whack about. Now you can't really see what I'm doing, they just look really tiny, guys. Some garden gnomes. Try to thin this paint a little bit more to keep it workable. That was a nightmare tonight. So just work my way around. Dee-be-dee-be-dee. I actually remember to change my glasses as well for a change. The amount of times I do painting, I've got my wrong glasses on. Try to get a bit of a point on this brush. Beating the hell out of this brush, unfortunately. So keep going. So we're going to be lurkers tonight, no one chatting tonight, everyone being quiet. So it's way of getting figures done, actually just stick a live chat on and whack on with them. See who's about. So, okay. Oh no, everyone's disappeared. Stream health looks okay, so I'll just keep going for half hour. See if anyone turns up. No one about tonight. No, still dead. Right, what's this one's like? Right, just the greens in. Let's have a look over here and let's see what's going on. Yeah, still looks alright. So I'll put it back over, see if anyone turns up. So what's a blue? What's a blue? What's a blue do it? Let's see. Let's go for a bluey blue. So let's have a look. Some pictures I took off their website to make life easier. So the guy with the lugs. Where's the guy with the lugs? The guy with the lugs has got a red helmet, so he should be over here. So that's blue jacket. One with an angry dude. It's blue. Guy with the chopper and a green hat. He's got a blue jacket. Miss Wizzy was. She's a blue. Don't know what the hell he's wearing. Got Grumpy. So that's a blue. Oh. The one with the owl had more green on it. Should have picked out the robes. Do I pick them out or do I change it to a different colour? Yellow inside. Not really sure. I'll leave him a minute. Miss Chopper. Have I got a Miss Chopper? She's got blue in the bottom of the dress. Not too worried about that one. Mr. Chopper. Blue trousers. Okay. I think there's a few there. What else I had? The blue trousers. Should have printed it, it's so much easier to look at. He's got brown, she's got brown. Mr. Chopper's got blue trousers. Okay. Some blue paint on that. Have a look. I expect everyone's down the pub tonight. Hence there's no one about. Just me sat at home with the kids and a paintbrush. Yeah, but I like it really, to be honest. They've been pretty good the last couple of days. So, still says good. Get in there. I don't know what the top of his boots are. He's got fluffy tops. It's a bit weird. Should I paint his bum? It's only blocking in, so it's not too important. Go over and blocking the next colour over the top. Don't put darks onto lights, it's not an issue. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's come up here. Right, so he's got his blue on. Next blue. God, it's heat tonight, even tonight. Ridiculous. Right, blue jacket. Don't worry about buttons, just cover them in. Pick them out afterwards. Let's work on some paint. Still no one watching. Must be a boring sunset tonight now. Never mind. Hey. Some nights you win, some nights you lose. Dee-be-dee, be-dee-be-dee, dee-be-dee-be-dee, be-dee-be-dee. So let's have a look. Come on. Right. Still no one about. Or is it just YouTube playing silly billies on me? YouTube doesn't like me anymore. Hey. This machine's rising up against me. Come on. Nope, no one about. No one else sitting painting. Ew. I said here blue and he's wearing chainmail, that doesn't make sense. I think there's another one somewhere. That one. No, because you've got his chopper's too big. Got that one. Let's have a look. Look, I've got. He's definitely blue jacket. Okay, it's a bit different. Let's take a second look at that one. It's got chainmail on. I'm thinking, where's the blue on that one? There's the padding underneath. So he's wearing blue padding, which is a bit different. So one I'm probably going to wish I didn't prime it white. But never mind, we can work with that. Now you can't really see too much what I'm doing here. I've got to look at a second camera. Well, I've got a second camera, I've just got to look at setting it up in a way that I can get a desktop view when I do stuff. Trouble is I can't leave stuff out. Just can't set an area up and leave it permanently, which is a great shame. But hey, never mind, work with what you got. So that's all I can do, unfortunately. So get this blue to actually stay. Right. Okay, that's, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one to paint. chainmail sort of sits over the top of a blue padded sort of outfit. We saw anything under chainmail usually being brown, to be honest, but hey, they're garden gnomes, each to their own. So let's grab some more paint. Oh, I think I watered that down too much. So I have to grab some more. There we go. Right, make sure I put the lid on. I don't want to bake another paint like I discovered the other day. Turned it into rubber. It's a great pain. I suppose in the grand scheme of things the paints aren't overly expensive, but as you build your colour range up it's like a pain to have to replace the old one. When you know you've got years out of it if you don't do something stupid like I did, like don't put the lid on properly. Or you get a bit of paint stuck in the underside of the lid and it goes down properly. Looks like it's shut, stick it back in the tray, come to it a few days later, the lid's gone boing and there's your paint down the drain. Well, can't even pour it down the drain, you know what I mean. So, get in there. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, see, it's looking quite good. So literally it's the blue underpads. I think this one is pretty much wearing blue. So let's have a look. Her robe's a different colour, so I'll leave her robe alone. So let's just try and get in under here. Come down that edge. There. Yeah. Over there. That's pretty good. So what's she doing here? She's got a waggly feather, so there's a bit under here that's blue. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It's a bit weird. She's got some other dangly bit coming off of her staff. So let's just get that bit. Tidy the edge of that up afterwards. I'm getting this up a bit smaller. Stick it up there a little bit, right. Okay. Let's draw this back. I don't even know what the time is. 10 o'clock. So, they're all blue in the middle and white on the edge. And we're going to get this brush back to shape. So let's just get it in a minute. And it's a little bit there. There, so sort of stab the paint in it so tight, and showing a white star, so I just need to get some blue in there, get some blue in between. It doesn't matter if it doesn't show properly. I'll pick out the whites afterwards, and then just come down our robes. Too thin again. Story of my life at the moment with paint. It's too thick or it's too thin. So let's just work around. Come on. Up there. Oops, on the base, lovely. Put that off. Get under here to make sure it's all blue. Right. So, another one. Oh, a bit more paint. Right, look, guy. So I'm just going to have to come in there so it's smaller. It's annoying. So let's have a whack around. Right, log pile. No one around tonight. Pack up in a minute then, call it a night. Sit another beer. It's a shame. I was hoping there's someone around to have a yabba tea. Hey, it's just me and the hounds. It's alright. So, never mind. So the other arm. Dee bidee. Bidee bidee. I'm sat here on my own painting figures. Bidoo bidoo bidoo. Right. I'll call it, I think, because I'm nearly there, but at this point. So I'll get this blue to go in just under here. Need some more paint again. Right. Get some blue in here as well. Yeah, it's just buttons under there. It's a bit bad. It's a bit weird. Sort of see what's going on. Yeah, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty blue to me. Right. 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 She's getting another coat because that really did not take very well. So, oh dear. Just quickly work another coat of blue on her. To sort of brush because I can get in there a bit better. And there. Let's have another go. Come on. Right. A decent base coat, otherwise you're asking for trouble. A day. Boom. let's just get this painted. Da 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 da. No one tonight, 'cause you're all down the pub having fun. Only me sat at home. Dum 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 day. Oh dear. Better not leave this one up, eh? Me making silly noises and singing. Doopy doopy doo. Doopy 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 doo. No one's watching tonight. No interaction tonight. Do, 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 do. Right underneath the pretty green, just on the lip of his hat. This green's still good. Yep. Something I like about wet paint. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 4 blue. Does that look right? 1, 2, 3. Doopy-doo, bidoo-bidoo, bidoo-bidoo-doo-doo, doo-bidoo-bidoo-bidoo. They're all wearing black boots, that's not too bad. So everyone's wearing the same colour boots, that makes life easy. Right, 10 o'clock. So I'm going to put that up there a minute. Put that one there. So I've got 3 paints I'm working with together. She's wearing a yellow dress. Why do I yellow dress? Just because she's wearing a yellow dress. What colour yellow? What have I got? Avalanche sun slippers. More a lemon. And a hive ash possibly, because yeah, let's go for under hive ash. And I'll put the under hive ash dry brush dirt. I'm going to technical pop bit out of that one. Let's go do this one. Shabatti bones fairly close. Because obviously flesh tone. And sand. Let's go between. Ballows. Ballow brown light. Give it a shake. Give it a shake. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Has potential. It doesn't show anyone actually watching, so I don't know if you're still here or when that popped up. I think the YouTube internet's been a bit silly tonight, so I'm just whacking on doing some odds and ends. If you're still there, can you let us know if the audio's okay, because it's been a pain on test runs. It was absolutely spot on with Skype and everything, but the second I'm using OBS it goes it's like turns me into a robot. Oh yeah, welcome back. Don't know where you popped. I don't know what the internet's up to tonight. It's a bit weird. Don't know what the audio is like. If it's really harsh still. I've been trying to play with the settings. being naughty, I'm paying from the pot. Get a wet pad out and ignore it, that's typical, isn't it? Right, let's behave. Yeah, that's what they've done. They've done a green petticoat underneath. That's really annoying. I'll put the green away. I'm actually using the pictures from Midland Miniatures' own page as a guide for these. Though, to be honest, you can do pretty much whatever you want. So, just got stuff else, set up a live stream. Wife's away for one more night, so still sitting a little bit thick for my liking. So it's distorting. Okay, that's what I thought was happening. That's what it was doing to me earlier. Hang on a second, I'll just try something. I don't know what's actually causing it. Just slide that down a little bit. And is that any better? Just drop the mic volume down a little bit. I don't know why it was having issues with it, to be honest. Now I've thinned it too much. This weather's a pain in the backside for painting. At least we had rain down the other day, which is quite nice, cooled it down, but it's coming back up again. It's quite funny because a music festival down the bottom of the village. So the second that happens, you can guarantee it's going to rain that weekend. So it's right on cue. So I suppose they're thinking, yay, heat wave, we'll get away with it this year. Nah. Of course, it's the volume that's causing the issue. The mic's distorting itself. It's a weird one because we use the same mic I've got there for D&D, and everyone said it's fine, and that's sort of set further away and the volume up higher, and I think it's just the way OBS works with it. Perhaps I might have to look at using XSplit, which I'm using for D&D through Skype, because that seems to handle quite well. It's just falling to pieces. You've had a load of rain. That's what I was worried about. It flash flood down here, but it's been good rain, but not really torrential, so it's not flooded, which is good because the music festival's down at the watermill down the bottom of the village. So obviously, if it rains really heavy, it does flood down there. So there'll be well, water music. Oh, I have to put down a brush. Just waiting for me other brushes to arrive, the Opus brushes. Probably any day, I expect. Look forward to trying them out. Had the 3D printer running all day. Got asked to have a look at some new filament, so decided I'd have a go at printing the Hobgoblin 3D carriage. It's got quite a lot of support work in it, so it needs supports to better print it. So far so good, except for the wheels, and it went a bit funky, so I was going to have a look at reprinting them again tonight, and I thought, nah, I don't want it running overnight while I'm trying to sleep. So I'll have a quick look before bed, stick the file back on the SD card, set it going first thing in the morning when I get up. A bit croaky tonight. That's after playing D&D with the kids again. I think I've got them addicted. Then a computer game turned up and they decided to play that, but to be fair, they've been pretty good. They've enjoyed actually D&D, and then yesterday they're playing Yu-Gi-Kai, which is one of the Pokemon type card games. Even my 5-year-old daughter was getting involved. It was actually quite nice to see them working together. Right. Let's have a look. Pictures, see what else I've got. She's the only one wearing that. I need some brown. Not wood brown. Leather trouser brown. Yeah, look at brush liquor. Aren't we all? Still getting used to this live stream, like, because it's like talking to someone who's there but not there, sort of thing. And well, they say I talk to myself and I'm nuts anyway, so whatever. It's the only time I get a decent conversation, especially with the kids for 4 days. No, I don't mean it, they've been stars. Right, what was I looking at? I was going to do a little undercoat, wasn't I? So I forget that. Tiny little garden name figures. So I think wet part, it's too wet, and the next minute's drying out, isn't it? No win. Put that on green. Don't know if I've got the right paper in it really. I have to have a look at some different brands of parchment. Don't really fancy spending 30 quid, is it, for the everlasting wet palette? Oh, that's my wife. I'm going to have to take a break. In a second. She'll kill me if she finds out she's live. Okay, back in a second. Hello! Alright, alright. Oh dear. Okay, lovely. my wife on the phone. I'm going to grab a quick cigarette. I've got fantasy production line going, woodland scenic moulds, glue drying on SG kits, paint drying on other stuff, stone walls drying in the oven. I take it that's the if it's stone walls, it's the stone chippings put in with PVA or filler PVA mixed, or do use it like a Lego mould and just shove it in, or is it I've seen it done with hot glue, all sorts of things. Right, I'm going to grab this quick cigarette and a beer. I'm going to go pick my wash bottles up, so getting these done at the same time. So give me 5 minutes. I'm being attacked by a cuddly hound dog. Come on then, you want to go for a wee? Oh. Back in a sec. Come on. Come on. Right here. Come on. Right. Oh, I left my wash bottles out there. Got my beer. Got the important thing. Hang on, back in a sec. Sorry, I'm just going to grab my wash bottles. Right, that's better. Just grab some wash bottle stands. Right, yeah, that's the wife. She's away till tomorrow. So it's just been me and the kids. Come on then. And the hounds. Just been cracking on with bits in between. Mainly housework. Then taking the opportunity in the evening just to sit down and do a bit of painting. Picked up this folding camping table, which I'm working on here. We used it for D&D a couple of weeks back. Worked really well. Front room looks like a studio, a filming studio at the moment. It's got a soft box up. I only put one up, so that's why you probably get a bit of shadowing. I can't bother to put both up tonight. I'll do for D&D, and then I'll green screen this back out behind me, so it all looks nice and pretty. So once I finish with beer, I'm going to have a whiskey to celebrate, because I've just noticed I hit 1,000 subscribers. So that must have happened in the last hour. So thank you to whoever subscribed. It's been a long haul to get there. Or I don't know if it's fair to say it's been a long haul, but basically the channel's a couple of years old. But I just did odd bits. It started off just doing a video to answer a question, and I sort of came back to it after a big break from doing terrain and stuff, and I did one video, and then that sort of moved on to another video. From there, beeping is that. Oh, cool. I think my wife would kill me if I took over the kitchen. Kitchen, is that what it looks like? I'm not the only one who takes over the house, though. Some laser cut stuff. It's cool. I've got all the kill team stuff to stick together as well. It's really cool. Wish I had the space just to dump it out. The kill team box had some really nice scenery in it. To be honest, I know everyone goes GW, bloody stupid prices and everything else, but to be honest, 60 quid. The raw book on its own is nearly 20, so say that leaves you 48 quid, where the train's going to be worth pretty much that. Right. I've got to think which way I want to go with these washes. They're the wash bottle stands I printed up in resin cast. No, it's better. Yeah, I've got the picks. Scroll that down. I've got to sort this out to put it up on. I've actually got it connected to the TV, but I've got to put my reading glasses on. It's like, no, I can't read the TV. But I've got it on the monitor screen next to me anyway, so I can see what's going on. Right, I want to wash, brush. It's going to be. Should have put a blue wash in, really. As well, never mind. Right. Should have lids on that one. Some of these greens. So if this is any good, might work, might not. Brush a bit stiff. Just hit some green wash, and then probably just dry brush over the top again with the base colour. Keep it nice and simple. It's a nice quick easy shadow. Add some texture to it, a bit much. So use the brush to draw it out again. Actually, that looks a lot better. I was a bit worried the green was too light, but the slightly lighter green with a wash over it works really well. It's a little bit of white there. I wonder if I can get the wash to deal with that for me. There we go. Walk around. Oh, I hope that at some point in the future maybe set the garage up as a studio as well. Downside is I haven't got power out there. If I run a generator, you end up with a generator noise in the background. It's a bit of a pain. If I run power out there, it's a bit of an awkward one because I'm in a middle terrace, so I've got to go past two houses along the back path with a cable. I'd love to bury a cable there, but technically it's a council path because it's, well, I suppose they class it as council property until they have to do anything with it, because they never cut it, trim it or do anything. It's just a shared access path. But obviously if I put a cable in there, they want to know, and it's a bit awkward, so I'll probably just either run a generator out or I'm going to get a flipping long cable with a plug on the end. Just busy clearing it out at the moment. Sort of been my project through the summer. It's really for the whole house. We looked at moving probably, I think 3 or 4 years ago I expect now, and boxed up probably around half the house. All the stuff you sort of think, well, I don't use that all the time, that can go out. To declutter the house, make it look like it's really spacious and for anybody looking at it. And the stuff stayed out there for years on end. So obviously it was highly important what we stuck out there. We needed everything there. So we're having a big clear out, gradually getting rid of it. Have found some useful bits out there, I'll do that. It's also fighting the crafting urge, because it's sort of like all the old kids' toys. It's like, I can use that, I can use that. I can turn that into something, isn't it? How much of it do I keep? So there is sort of a secret stash out there as well. Truly, then you got the kids themselves going, hey, I want to play with that. It's like, no, you never wanted it for the last 3 or 4 years, but the second they see it, it's like, oh, what the hell? Nah, it's going. It's like when you try and clear their bedroom up, isn't it? Try and clean the bedroom up, and it's like, well, this is all rubbish. No, that's my picture, that's this, that's that. So why is it stuffed under your pile of clothes? Oh, I didn't know where I put it. Sort of thing. Joys of parenthood. They're pretty good, to be honest. Daughter's probably one of the best for cleaning up. A room turns into an absolute dump, to be honest, and then she'll go and have a go at cleaning it up and it'll be immaculate. She's only 5 plus, and she'll actually go through her drawers, get everything out, fold it all up, put it all away tidy. It's actually very good. Right. Another green. I've also got to start looking at maybe doing something more with the, well, I've got a community page. We've got the Facebook page for Steve Smallwood, but looking at doing a the community page. I've started a community page, not really pushed it, because looking at working with it with Adam and Fritz, so making it more of a combined community page. Trying to try and open it up for people to be more of an sort of an open market, for people advertising stuff. Obviously not spamming it that just disappears, and sharing ideas and things. Just want it nice open. So there's quite a few pages out there that are quite restrictive. I don't even mind Kickstarters, but it's when you get them constantly. Same Kickstarters, like, yeah, once a week chuck it up, or if you've got an update to it, maybe it's something big it up and change manufacturer or something, have an update then. Next year, by the time all these Kickstarters come in that I've backed, I've probably forgotten what's turning up. Right, red. What have I got? Most of my dad's loft full of stuff because we're planning to move soon over a year ago. I've got about 7 kilograms of casting powder that I'm turning into I'm turning into terrain donations at the club. Cool. Is that just plaster of Paris? Because to be honest, I quite often use plaster of Paris and everyone goes, ooh. But it's pretty good. I usually give it a coat of more Podgin black, the last one I did. And it added just that durability to the surface. It worked really well. And obviously it's quite cheap. You've got all these fancy hydrocarbons and hard plasters and stuff. But then some of the cheap hard plasters don't give you the nice finish. So it's sort of balanced. Then you go into the proper ones, you start spending money. It's like, sort of thing. Right. Regrets of Crimson. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's pick one that's not going to affect too much. I just want. It's not thick enough to really tell. What colour is that? It's purpley. That might work. Yeah, I think that works. Do I go for a crimson or do I go for a Agrax? Let's go for a crimson. I've started, so I will continue. Let's give it a medieval castle. Actually, that tea is meant to be quite good as well. I know I've got to look at some of the other plasters. Most of my casting these days I'm working in resin, so I've gradually built my knowledge up on that. Vat chamber made a big difference to moulds. Truly's next one's a pressure pot for a kit, for that sort of thing, and then he's starting to spend money, which I haven't really got at the moment. Because you're looking at, I don't know, 220 quid maybe for 6 litres, 6 gallon, I don't know, for the right size pot. But that's just the pot. Then you obviously need a compressor. You can pick them up fairly cheap, compressors, second hand. I'd rather pick up something half decent. And obviously most of my work I do out in the conservatory, so I want something more compact. You can get ones with the air tank underneath and the compressor on top, so it only sort of stands in that sort of area. So it doesn't take too much room and it'd be quite quiet. Otherwise probably the neighbours would kill me. Especially sort of out in the conservatory, acting as like a megaphone on top of the noise of it sort of thing. So I think that's something for the future, because they're about 300 and something. I've got to see, think, am I going to get enough of a return from it? I don't really market enough what I do to sort of take it on. ideally I'd love to do this sort of thing full time. It's a job that came up at the local board game shop. Love to go for it, but it's only part time and obviously minimum wage, so it's no good to me, unfortunately. But then I would have loved just doing something I enjoyed doing. So I say beat the 9 to 5 grind. If only I work 9 to 5. I actually work late. So most of the week I start work at 2, finish at 11 at night. And Friday I'll start work at 2 and finish at 8. So at least I get the weekend to see my wife and see the kids. So I see the kids first thing in the morning. So after getting to bed about half 12, 1 o'clock, it's like I can't wake up, so it's like full steam ahead. Where I prefer to wake up slowly, and then I'm not such a grumpy ass, to be honest. Right, that's the red. Don't bring anything in for the blues. I'll just. Right. Go for the blues. Ankrats and nothing. Ankrats might be a little bit softer than that. Come on. I think they've got to put the flow aid in this one. Am I happy with that? Yeah, I can work with that. Then just shadow it up so you can see build the colours back up over the top anyway. See the darker recesses, it doesn't really matter. Any other trouble with painting it, cuts down my alcohol intake. I've got a bottle of beer that's getting warm and that's just not on. So I have to get that, deal with that in a minute. Yeah. Could have painted all the. I'll be alright. So I could have painted all the wood and other stuff in and then just done that in one coat. Oh, right. Yellow I wanted to do in it. And then I remember the green petticoat again, and this one. Oh, it's a pain. Get this in. I've got a GW clamp, which is quite nice when you're doing fancy arse painting sort of thing, but when you're just doing some normal minis, I just really can't be bothered. Just tend to crack on with that. Just get around that. Hopefully that'll run into the recesses. Right. I'll have another look at my phone and see what I want to go with next. Can't get the flesh done. I'll get the flesh done, I suppose at least I've got a comparison colour. So, I've got one that's bare in his chest. can bring raccoon flesh shading? Dude. Tempted to go with the proper way of doing that one and skip the base. So if I go with the Bugman's Glow. It's my poor neglected Winsor & Newton brush. It's only because I never knew what it was. I bought this donkeys years ago, and then when I got back into painting again, found it in the bottom of a pot. A bit dilapidated. Okay. Oh, come on. Let the moisture put up a little bit in the palette. Oh, I have to get some soap into this brush here and put it back, but obviously I've got the new ones coming, so might not need to. I'll have to try and recover this brush a little bit. Yeah. Well, that was freaky, because I've actually got this running to the TV. The dog's just changed the channel and it's got a dinosaur on it. In a second. Right one? No. Must be that one then. Yeah. That looks better. Right. So destroying the brush a bit here. Said I really neglected this poor thing. I haven't got any brush soap in here, so I'm in the conservatory. Clean up. Right. That'll survive. That'll do a job. It's just too thick. Just I can't touch it with any water. It's going to be too thin, isn't it? Like that. Right, is that going to... Yeah. Come on. No, not like that. So I'll get us to blend up to the level I want it. So I'm just going to hit the bulk areas with this brush and then come in with a smaller one in a minute and just tidy it up. Okay, so it goes to there like that. Okay, very rough painting there. So that Bugman's Glow's not actually a bad colour for this one, you could have a suntan. Just get into his arm. Switch over. Come on. It's disappeared into the parchment. Right. Should have set this up with a magnifier really, shouldn't I? Another light. It's actually been quite nice just painting this week. Sort of caught up with some of my TV series. Finished off Shannara Chronicles that I've been meaning to do for ages. Quite enjoyed that. Last night I did a bit of video editing. So I've got, see, I put the Kill Team one up this morning, and then got another 2 that I'm working on. It's the filament review, which obviously I've got everything. I've got to get this thing printed first. I've done the intro to that. I've got the Midland Miniatures Kickstarter, not this one, this earlier one, but the Halfling Adventurers to do. Come on. Just a bit more. Spin. So we've got to sort out a desktop view, I think. Got another camera, I just haven't had time to sit down and set it up. So I've had the kids to myself for the last, since Thursday, so a good few days. And going shopping with the kids, well, that's an experience. Usually a very expensive one. But it was fun, I doing that. So, just got some Bugman's glue on. I don't think I need to do it on anyone else. I think the rest of them I'm going to get away with using a flash tone and wash. Right. Let's go for Acadian. It's a good thing with this. One good thing with this weather is sort of like you don't have to worry about paints drying on your figures. Is it dry yet? Yeah, it's dry. If you're not trying to wet blend, it's not a major problem. Just pick out some of these muscles. There. Might need that little shadow in there with his beard. Come in there just a little bit more. Doesn't look right. Right. I'm winging it a little bit here because the light's not brilliant, so I'm just taking best guess at some of this. These guys almost feel like painting 15mm, even though they actually are 28. You alright, Maxime? Just get that coat. Okay. Let's get the face colour. Most of this face I can go over. So just the recesses I want to leave. Drop that. So I'll get across there. Try and pick these back out. Just the back of the fingernails. Right. Let that one settle a minute. Just make sure this doesn't scroll itself up. Go sit down. Where did I put my beer priorities? That's good. So we do the rest of the base canyon. That's neat. I might just pick out a little bit of kiss stuff. I don't know. Let's move this paint. Should get away with that. Got to put it up. Didn't want to do that really, but I might do. Just the high cheekbones. Top up here. Streak. Let's pick out some of his muscles. Mid-tone. There we go. Not work out that his hair coming down. Okay, bit of a funky cast. Yeah, he looks good. What's the time? Nearly 11. Oh, no, I don't know that one. Almost tempted just to whack on that Cadian flesh tone over. Plain. Right. There we go. But I hate painting most of her eyes, so I probably won't bother on something this small. Just let the wash deal with that. Or the epic scale 40k stuff, Necromunda stuff, yeah, it would bother. Is he wearing metal gloves? tell. I'll have a look at their picture and see what they say. Alright. Right. Oh, come on. Who's wearing gloves? Okay, so that's easy. Let's just work out what's good with this one. I'll just whack the flesh on these and call it a night. So I've got to put the lights away and everything. What's up, boys? See, the dog's a critic. Oh, it's that good, is it, Max? I'll put you to sleep, have I? DVD. Turn off when you're painting, that's the trouble. It's always think, hang on, I'm on a live stream here, you got to talk. And it's like when you paint, you just sort of turn off to everything. Come on, take the records. Right. Neat. So, right, DVD. Come on. Right, let's get the face. Brim of the hat. Top lip. This paint's on the borderline. Do I want to thin it or not? It's like, I can't seem to get the paint consistency sitting right at the moment, the way the weather's been. Yeah, it's starting to come together. Probably can't really see much from that distance, but said I will sort out another camera. Right, let's get his hand on his belt. Come on, take. The trouble is, I bet all of us do my pen with looking like this. That's not right. Looking like that, like, yeah, they look gorgeous. I need to go thicker there. Boys! They're turning the cat off. They're very nice, is it? Hmm? I just have to make sure I get the tips of the noses and things. I'm terrible at that. Seeing that he's got a white nose, so just a little bit. Come on. Come on. Right. It just me. It's when you put flesh on it, the figures sort of have an element of life to them. Quite often I'll actually even start with the flesh. Or it's something now deaf. Does that mean the mic's gone, or does it just mean... Oh, dogs. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's when when you lean back watching a film and then they set off straight over your shoulder. It's like, oh. They can't get at the cat. It's the silly thing. The cat quite often lives in the conservatory, and the cat flap this side shut. It's locked, so they can't get through. Which is funny. The two little ones are going try and tell the cat off, and she just sort of ignores them. Big one, absolutely petrified of the cat. It's really quite amusing. So the ear there. So got to start. Once I've got these out the way, I've so got to start painting some of the boys' 40k stuff up. I'm meant to be taking them in store again on Friday before bank holiday. So I've got the day off. So it'd be nice to have some paint on some of their stuff. Trying to teach them to paint, but see, it takes time, and then getting them to have the commitment to sit down and just actually do it. Getting that. I know what I'm like. I now have to stick to doing the flash and then call it night, because otherwise I'll just sit at like 3 AM in the morning and just keep painting. Nightmare for that. I'll just turn off. The right here in the background, that's some lapstock. Who needs to pay £15 each to go to lapstock when you can actually just open the window? Because it's not really financially viable for us with 4 children. So you think, by the time we all got in, and then they go, I want a burger, I want this, I want that. You're lucky to get any change out of 100 quid. That's pretty good. Paint this a little bit. Wet that area of the palette a little bit. And add a little bit more paint. Bit stiff. It's actually getting hotter at night, or it could be the huge great bulb in front of me. I think it's actually warmed up. Come on. That's pretty good, right. Okay, what was... That's a bit funny one to work out. I think... okay, I think it's the way his sleeve sits. It's got a little owl sat in his hand. It's a bit of a weird one. Quite a cool looking figure. Okay. The one with the wheelbarrow. What have I done? Definitely done a boo-boo here. Trying to work it out. It's a bit of a weird one. I'm going to tap our fly. So the wheelbarrow sort of fits into the two little holes in the hand. Oh yeah, Andy, good to see you. These are the Midland miniature gnomes. I've had them kicking about for months, and I thought I'll stuff it. While the wife's away, I'm just going to sit down and get on with them. And usually once I get to one point, you know, it's just sort of, then you just keep going with it. It's just that initial getting started. It's an absolute nightmare. Right. And I think my light's baking the paint at the same time, so it's baking me. I can only put one on. So a bit more. Using a wet palette, it's not making much difference, to be honest. It's still fairly wet, but cold anyway. So earlier I've got to set the second camera up so I can do like a desk view when I'm doing something like this. The big trouble for me is I can't set an area dedicated up for it and just leave it. So it's always set it up and try and adjust it. I know the mic's not absolutely perfect either, It's a weird one because that mic works really well with expert and then distorts out with the OBS. I haven't really done enough research on the filters. Yeah, Midlands up your way is absolutely brilliant shop. I love their stuff. I'm using a lot of their stuff for D&D, gradually building up. There's loads I want. I went through it one day and put a load of the basket, got up to about 150 quid. I went, better not. But I tend to go for the quite a few of the Kickstarters and things. Yeah, I haven't been playing with the airbrush for a little while. Yeah, you probably have to stick more thinner in it. The tip's probably drying. Absolute nightmare, I suppose. So a lot of pulse painting, so don't let it run or it just get dry. I think Midland are quite a good sort of system really. They tend to put quite a few bits up through Kickstarter. So technically they get all their moulds and everything paid for up front, which I think is a great idea really. And they've got all the NPC style characters, which there isn't many on the market for fantasy. Obviously America you got loads of them, but over here local sort of manufacturers, I should say UK manufacturers, there isn't many. I know Reaper obviously do quite a few. You got the Reaper cheap range, which I really haven't been that keen on. I nearly went for Reaper Bones Kickstarter and then looking at thinking, some nice pieces. Yeah, it's been cheap for what you get, but at the end of the day I probably prefer to buy Midland miniatures. It's also support your local guys, supporting UK stuff. Right, I think that's... I'm looking at everything. I've got all the flesh on that. I miss his face. Tell it's getting late, can't you? Come on. Oh dear. Come on. Let's work my way around it. So we'll have a look at it in the morning and go, what the hell did I do last night? Don't look too bad to be honest. Right, I'm down to the last 4. Right, yeah, have a good evening. Grab some sleep. I've got the last 4 to do and I won't be far behind you. I will have a quick whiskey to celebrate hitting 1,000 subs today. Before bed, I think I deserved that. And hopefully it'll knock me out for a good night's sleep. So I'll catch up with you Monday night on the live stream. So thanks for dropping in, Andy. See you soon. Nearly there. Got a little bit there. I'm arguing, should it be flesh, should it be green? I think unfortunately it should be green. Okay. I'll just get enough green off what's left on the wet palette. Yeah. Nothing like the taste of paint. Sure, it's warming up. It's ridiculous. Go on then, up you go. Go on then. What? I'm not beating you. No, you come out. Go on then. Oh, watch it, don't drink the beer. God, I don't know. Too much light, miss me mouth. Yeah, a bit enough to do these. You can catch that pesky fly down there, Mr. Monty. I think the dogs are saying, Dad, come on, it's bedtime. I'm getting there, boys. Oh, I've got the arm on that one. It's green. Yep. Actually, to be honest, I don't know if I'm bothering touching up bits tonight. It's just like, wait for daylight. Okay, so you're bending your hand backwards. What have we got going on here? Yeah, Andy's quite lucky, Blackjack Legacy, because quite a few companies up near him, Mantic, and he just said Midland, except sort of Manchester way. So now everything's up from me, because I'm in Devon. Haven't really got any local manufacturers. I suppose you've got Vanguard. Nice 6mm stuff. There ain't much down here. D&D and the tabletop shops have really picked up down there, which is great. So you got Curtain Games for your GW stuff, competitions, X-Wing as well. Quite heavy on the Fantasy Flight. Then probably go for Sword and Board would be my next favourite shop. Anything which is non-GW. They've got Star Wars Legion as well, but it's mainly role-play stuff and board games. Absolutely incredible stock of board games. Nice, light, airy shop. Dedicated role-play rooms. So I'd love to get in there one day and have a game. Just for the atmosphere of playing one of these preset type rooms. Dragon's head up on the wall, etc. So it's really picked up down here. So using Skype, it's sort of opened up to people playing, which in some ways is quite funny when you think about it, because in America you go, oh, I'm looking for people playing so-and-so, and they're looking at big areas. And they're saying, oh, I'm looking for someone local, and there's someone like 20, 30 miles away, and it's like, oh, we'll play with Skype. But to be honest, a lot of the role-play games do fit for that. Obviously a miniature game we physically need to move stuff doesn't. And it's just nice to get together and have a game. With my shift work, that's not really possible most of the time. Occasionally I'll get a game in. A game with mate when it comes over. Frostgrave or Necromunda. But it's not always possible enough to take the whole conservatory to do it. What the hell's happened here? I'm just going to go for it. Just go for it. If you're not sure, slap it on. Then tidy it up afterwards. But I'm not the only one. Sometimes you just whack paint on something and you think, well, I'm not sure what it is. Whack it on and then you look up to go, oh, I know what that is. Well, the worst, I say worst, probably the wrong word. Figures that are most prone to now I found with the ashes when I was painting them. It's like the more you painted, the more you found to paint. It's like, yeah, I'm getting there, I've only got 5 colours left to go. Where the heck did all that come from? I've missed that bit, I've missed that bit. You just couldn't see it until you actually got some of the paint on it. And little things like these little gnomes are just sort of like, right, they got belts, they got buttons, they got beards. Yeah, pretty generic type thing. And okay, I've got a couple of feather things. Me trying to keep it sort of to a minimum with what I'm doing with them. Just to make them look half decent and I'm ready to go on the table. Okay, so that don't quite make sense to me. Okay, I think I know what's going on there. That's that. And then I'm going to need to touch it up with a bit of green there. It's just me talking about, oh, these haven't been too bad for painting bits in and showing bits off. And I find one like his elbow and hand. I was like, every no one's got an elbow, but you still missed it. But there you go. Just whack a bit of colour on there. Okay. I better push that out because I forget it. Everything a grown boy needs. Right. There. Dee. Bottom lip. Let's see. Actually got a fair bit done tonight, which is quite good. Some of the kids don't really get to bed till 9 o'clock. Right. That's his thumb sticking up there. And blend that out anyway fairly well. So that's another one done. I think they've all got flesh. Yes. What's going on there? He's wearing a brown trousers and vest top of some kind. Okay. Right. Number 1, let's check the paint lids on. Brush out. Time 11:30. It's really getting to the sort of time I have to call it. Have a break. Well, so have a break, tidy up, take the lights down, take the camera down, and grab some sleep. And tomorrow night I've got my wife will be home. To be honest, I'm almost tempted to look at maybe setting this up in the conservatory. To see if it's feasible for something like that. I know Mel usually does his Sunday night stream, so obviously most people will be over there from the terrain side of it. I just like to crack on, so right. Yep, the brush is done. It's fairly tidy. I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you for everyone who's popped in. I'll hopefully work on tidying up the live streams and we come up with some sort of schedule or something a bit more organised. Just as I've been away for a few days, I thought, right, let's crack on with them. So thank you very much again, and I'll see you all soon. And thank you all for helping take the subscriber count to over 1,000. Cheers and see you soon.